Clinton Miner here from Sawtooth Bushcraft. Got kind of an odd thing that I wanted to share with you. I've seen on Facebook and in some Pinterest presentations, posts, pins, the use of a cutting board, and people make their own cutting boards out of wood that they carry with them on backpacking trips. I've seen some other things, and I got thinking about that and thought that might be a helpful, a useful item to have. And so I started thinking, could I make one? Could I make one that wouldn't be too heavy, take up too much room in my backpack? And I was at the dollar store, the Dollar Tree, looking for some other things, and I saw these. And this is just a little plastic cutting board that they sell at the dollar store. Obviously $1. It is probably 9 inches by 11 inches, something like that. Not quite the size of a little wider than a sheet of paper and a little shorter than a sheet of paper. Fairly thin, weighs almost nothing. Would slide down in the back of my backpack without any issues. Got some wind coming up in the pines. It's a beautiful sound. Anyway, and I used it this morning to do some cutting on. So what I'm going to do, I used it this morning. I had some paper that I needed, some old targets that have the little dots that you put over where you've hit the target with your rifle. I used it as a cut underneath that, laid it right on my lap, and was able to do that. I'm just going to use this piece of sheath and just show you just how useful that is. Just got a great little thing. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the camera around and show you as I sit down just how useful that is doing work on your lap. Okay, one of the things I try never to do is use the reverse or the selfie mode on my phone, but I think it'll work best for this, so I'm just going to go ahead and set this up. What I've got this on my lap, and I'm just going to do the same thing. I've got this, I can just cut that as many times as I want, and I've got protection for my leg. One of the things I've thought about is when I'm carving, I'm always worried I'm going to stick my leg, and in fact I've done it a couple of times, never to the point that it caused any significant issues, but enough that it's a worry. This creates a little work surface for me if I'm carving or cutting, or like I did this morning. I was cutting through paper because I didn't have any scissors, to cut out some small sections of some paper, and it left me with very good protection, and is just a nice little thing to have. I'm going to have it in my hunting backpack. If I got a grouse, for example, I could cut the grouse up on it. I can process a fish on this. Just as a work surface that I can use with a knife, or with actually, if I want to write, just a great little work surface for $1, no weight, no space take up, and just a great little product that I recommend, another tool to have in your arsenal as you go out into the woods. So this is Clinton Miner from Sawtooth Bushcraft. Remember, it's all kinds of things that involve preparedness. Being prepared to do things that may be a little more difficult in the out of doors. You have little implements that make a lot of difference. They really make a difference in being prepared, and if you're prepared, you're never really lost. Thank you.